Download this code from codegive.com, link in the description below. The Compatibility Support Module, CSM, is a feature in BIOS/UEFI that allows the system to boot legacy operating systems and software that require the older BIOS interface. When you encounter a CSM Compatibility Support Module error, it typically indicates that there is a configuration issue or a conflict between UEFI and legacy modes. Understanding CSM. CSM is designed to allow legacy BIOS operating systems and applications to run on UEFI systems. However, modern operating systems like Windows 10 11th and many Linux distributions are designed to run in UEFI mode, which can lead to conflicts if CSM is enabled. Common causes of CSM errors. 1. Incorrect boot mode. The system may be trying to boot an OS that is not compatible with the current CSM settings. 2. Bad BIOS settings. Misconfigured BIOS settings can lead to CSM errors. 3. Corrupt boot files. If the boot files on the drive are corrupt, this may cause a CSM error. Steps to fix CSM Compatibility Support Module error. Step 1. Access BIOS/UEFI settings. 1. Restart your computer. 2. Enter BIOS/UEFI. This typically involves pressing a key, like F2, Del, ESC, or F10, right after the computer starts. Refer to your motherboard's manual for the exact key. Step 2. Check boot mode. 1. Find boot options. Look for a tab or section labeled boot or boot configuration. 2. Set boot mode. If you're using a modern OS, Windows 10 11th or recent Linux versions, set the boot mode to UEFI. If you need to run legacy OS, enable CSM but be cautious about compatibility. Example of settings. Boot mode, UEFI. CSM support, disabled, for UEFI. Secure boot, enabled, if using UEFI. Step 3, check boot order. 1. Boot priority. Ensure that your primary boot device, example SSD or HDD, is at the top of the boot order. 2. Remove other boot entries. If there are multiple entries, it might be worthwhile to remove or disable the ones that are not relevant. Step 4, save and exit. 1. Save changes. Make sure to save any changes you made in the BIOS/UEFI before exiting. 2. Reboot your system. Step 5, repair boot files, if necessary. If you are still encountering errors, you may need to repair the boot files. Here's how to do it with Windows. 1. Create a Windows installation media. You can use a USB stick with Windows installation files. 2. Boot from USB. Restart your computer and boot from the USB drive. 3. Choose Repair your computer. Select Repair your computer from the installation menu. 4. Select Troubleshoot Advanced Options command prompt. 5. Run boot repair commands. Type the following commands one by one and press enter after each. 6. Restart your computer. Example BIOS settings configuration. Here is an example of what your BIOS settings might look like. Boot configuration. Boot mode, UEFI. CSM support, disabled. Secure boot, enabled. Boot option priorities. First boot device, Windows Boot Manager. Second boot device, USB HDD, if needed for recovery. Conclusion. Fixing a CSM Compatibility Support Module error typically involves adjusting BIOS settings, ensuring the correct boot mode is set, and potentially repairing boot files. Always refer to your specific motherboard's manual for exact instructions and options, as BIOS interfaces can vary significantly between manufacturers. If you continue to experience issues despite these steps, consider reaching out to the manufacturer's support for further assistance.